Welcome to Doctor's Homestead. My name's Daniel, and this is Christmas Challenge 22. We were called out by Ginger and Joey on Not For Nothing Homestead. We got 15 questions to answer as we're wrapping up the Christmas holiday so we can all get to know each other just a little bit better. So I'll go through the 15 questions, give my answers here. Then I'm going to call a couple people out, and it'll be your turn to go through this. So the first question is, what is your favorite holiday scented candle? My answer on that is hard pass. I don't have one. Sorry. Next question, number 2, is what is your favorite holiday beverage? Well, I like eggnog. You can only get it during the holidays. I'll put eggnog in my coffee. In my youth, my younger days, it was eggnog and rum, or eggnog and vodka, which is kind of a holiday white Russian. But as you know, at different points, it might have been rum with a dash of eggnog and not really eggnog and rum, more of a rum with some eggnog flavoring. But as I've gotten older, it's really just eggnog, maybe eggnog in my coffee. What song gets you in the holiday spirit? I would say Fairy Tale of New York by the Pogues. For some reason, that just always gets me in the spirit of Christmas. The next one, number 4, is, as a child, did your siblings get a gift you would have liked to have had? I have to say not really. Not that I can remember. Me and my brother were close to the same age, and I feel like we pretty much shared our toys, whatever stuff we got. I don't have any memory I can recall specifically of him getting something that I just wish I had had instead, right? We kind of shared what we had. Favorite thing about Christmas. So, I like Christmas. It's one of my favorite holidays. As a kid growing up, it was the excitement, the anticipation of getting the gifts and what are you going to get under the tree, and maybe up to a point you thought Santa was real and he was coming to your house. So obviously as a kid, that was kind of a big deal. As an adult, I like changing roles. They say once you realize Santa's not real, you become Santa, and in that sense you're real and Santa's real, and you have to carry that torch. So I like being Santa. Giving gifts is to me more fun often than receiving the gifts. I like being able to make people happy and excited, and maybe get a little wow every once in a while. So like being Santa in that sense. Have some friends that are actually play Santa and go to events, and I'm not that kind of Santa, but I like giving the gifts. And there's a lot of good feelings that you can have around Christmas. Clearly, it can be very stressful for some people, and when I say giving gifts, it's not always about who can spend the most money, right? I mean, gifts could be something you make, something make yourself, right? All right. Do you have any Christmas traditions? Right, outside the obvious, of course. I got a Christmas tree behind me. That's certainly a Christmas tradition. Our more recent, as we've gotten older, our tradition is we'll go drive around the neighborhoods and look at Christmas lights. Maybe try to get lost to the point we gotta get the GPS out to find our way home. So just drive around. We did that Christmas Eve. Just kind of took off. It's out where I live, there aren't a lot of street lights or any street lights, so it gets a little dark, and driving around checking out the Christmas lights. Some are pretty outlandish. We ended up in some weird places. So to me, that can be fun. Younger me, certainly the Christmas parties were always fun, having people over. I used to do a PJ exchange, was part of the Christmas tradition. One thing I liked about doing PJ exchanges, especially with friends, is there's less pressure maybe to spend a lot of money. I've done plenty of white elephants and been through those, and you do $20 limit on gifts and that kind of thing, and those are always fun. I like the PJ exchange because everyone gets PJs, and who doesn't like wearing PJs? Well, some people don't like wearing PJs, but it was fun. You divide up the names and buy different people PJs, and we still do some of that, but really, we're getting older. Our tradition now is drive through the neighborhoods, try to get lost watching Christmas lights or looking at Christmas lights. Real tree or fake tree? Once again, when I was younger, I feel like growing up, I don't remember ever having a fake tree. I think it was always a real tree. Um, as I got into my 20s, started doing my own Christmases. We had the real tree for a while. I think I carried that forward. We had a point where we were traveling, traveling to family and whatnot. You get the kids, you get that age where you travel, and a real tree didn't seem practical, so we switched to a fake tree. I used to have a kind of a Charlie Brown tree, a little Charlie Brown tree. I always told the kids, they would ask why we didn't get a nicer, newer, fancier Christmas tree. And I always pointed out, like, more money on tree is less money on presents. So you guys tell me how big a tree you want me to get. And we just rolled with the fake tree, going through different phases of my life here. Now we've got this nice, giant, fancy tree, but it's a fake tree. And, you get it. And if you take care of it at all, it's going to last you 10, 20 years. So we do the fake tree. I don't see any point anymore of killing a tree just for Christmas. Maybe once again getting old and sentimental. I don't like the idea that we're going to kill a tree. Don't care if it was grown to be killed for Christmas. I see no reason in killing a tree and dragging it in your house for the holidays. Do you start Christmas shopping early or last minute? So once again, when I was younger, in my 20s, typical guy, it was all about Christmas Eve shopping. Power hour. Go to as many stores as I could and get all the gifts, right. And people got what they got, and I'd just go out and into the world and come home with all the Christmas presents. Now I'm getting older, especially my kids are growing up. I like to get on Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Like if you want a gift, and I'm one of those, tell me what you want. I spent too many years buying stuff maybe people didn't want, so I'm very much on, especially with the kids. We set a budget. Tell me what you want. The earlier you can tell me, Cyber Monday, Black Friday, the more gift you're going to get for the budget, and usually we'll cash out on anything that we don't spend on the gifts, and it keeps it totally fair, right? I'm going to get the same amount of money. You tell me what you want. If you're going to wait till the last minute, I'm probably going to end up paying more. You get less gift. But now the kids, everyone pretty much, I don't want to say that. I was going to say they all want cash, but it's not really true. We got some cool gifts for Taylor this year. All right, naughtiness list or nice list. I'm gonna have to probably go naughty list. I try to be a nice guy in general, but all right. Name all of Santa's reindeer. I'm gonna hard pass on that one. Sorry, you got me. Rudolph. I got Rudolph and Nixon. I think was one of them. I'm not sure. I'm gonna hard pass there. When do you put up your Christmas tree? So I try to do it. Never before Thanksgiving, so always after Thanksgiving. As soon after Thanksgiving as I can. It takes time to get the tree out of the shed and get it all set up and decorated. And the earlier you do it, the longer you get to, enjoy it, right? If you wait till a week before Christmas, you're going to put it up. Wait a week or two and then take it down. And we always take it down before New Year's, around New Year's, something like that, never after New Year's. So you've got a short window if you're going to put it up to enjoy it. Put it up and get as much time out of it as you can. All right. So where are we at next? 12. We're on number 12. I wasn't counting. What's your favorite holiday movie? Well, this is going to go back to a tradition. Growing up, and for a good portion of my life, it was always National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Had to watch that every year. You get a little bit older, maybe Bad Santa. You can kind of relate to Bad Santa a little bit more. Certainly Elf was fun. But can't forget the tradition around National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, right? The shitter's full. Shitter's always full, and then draining that stuff everywhere. All right, next one. Have you ever gone Christmas caroling? Number 13. Actually, I have. I have, not recently. No videos of that. Thank God it was a time before we recorded everything. Where do you usually spend your holidays? Pretty much right here. There was a point in my 20s and whatnot. We travel a lot, and sometimes you have those family obligations where you go, but given the choice, we'll stay here, right? I like being home. We're kind of homebodies. We got animals and whatnot to take care of. What are your favorite holiday decorations? Well, we got the tree. We pretty much just do the tree and Christmas stockings. When I was younger, maybe I'd climb up on the roof and put lights up, but I don't like climbing up on the roof anymore. I've fallen off too many ladders and too many roofs, so we're going to do the tree, we're going to do the stockings, and that's about it. There were some awesome blow up stockings. I got a video of those, about 30 feet tall. They were about $200 each. So in a fantasy world where money didn't matter, I'd certainly fill the yard with those, and neighbors couldn't see the house. Those are pretty slick. But no, I'm going with tree stockings. That's about it. So that's my holiday Christmas challenge. 15 responses. Get to know Daniel at Two Doctors Homestead. Now I'm calling people out here. I didn't necessarily check to see if you'd been called out before. If you have, then I guess you could either do another video or feel like your obligation to the challenge has been fulfilled. I'm going to do Jake's Place, Texas. Answer your 15 questions. Let's see the video. We're going to go Tony from Kettle Kitchen. Imagine you've probably already been challenged, but the gauntlet has been thrown down again. And then we'll go Dale and Nana from 9 Acre Family Farms. So let's see your video. Once again, if you've already been called out, you can always do a second one or not. Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. 2022 is almost over. Man, I tell you what, it's been a year. I know it's been a year for a lot of people, especially this recent cold weather. Hopefully you fared well. I know there were some tragedies because of the cold, and hoping that didn't impact you. But certainly hearts out and prayers to everyone that have been impacted by the bad weather, the cold storm that comes in. So Merry Christmas, guys. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. See you on the next video. Appreciate you.